Well, hello, classmates. This is your classmate, Sharon Garrett. Nervous and excited at the same time, hoping that this video qualifies for an acceptable project. Now, I have the television off, but I don't know the reflection in my glasses, so bear with me, okay? Um, the A few assignments back, we talked about the flow and being in the flow. And in doing so, oh, I have the screen up. Let me put that down. Maybe that, I don't know. So we talked about being in the flow. And I had mentioned that when I was in middle school or junior high school in my day, that we were introduced to poetry in our one of our English composition classes. And so I want to share that poem that we learned and then talk about this project and motivation. Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are? I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sound is sweep of evening wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. After we learned the poem and recited the poem, our teacher then took us through the various steps. Her name was Mrs. Lever. Okay, I was a student at Charles Henry McClay Junior High School, Pacoima, California, Northeast San Fernando Valley. And she then broke down the poem, and we had to figure out what the poem was talking about. And that miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. I got really excited with that because that talked about the things that we must do and we must accomplish before we sleep. And that sleep is before we die, before we take our last breath. And I remember being so motivated, so ready to accomplish so many things. Life happened and there were times I got sidetracked. But I was in my flow then, and there had been times in my adult life I've been in the flow, other times I've not been flowing, but this course has helped me to flow. And when I say it's helped me to flow, I say that because, yes, Daria, you challenged me to get that lotion and massage my feet a few times a night. And I tell you, I've been doing it. And I notice a change. Yep. And then Ariana, during our interview, you had just gone through something in your personal life, yet in being a woman of your word, and you could have canceled and it would have been fine, yet you still allowed me to interview you. Lauren, you encouraged me from day one in our meet and greet, and so you have all helped me. The post each week. So I know that I have indeed been in my flow. And so I serve as pastor of a very intimate size congregation. And I love Christmas. Christmas makes me feel good. So I'm in a Christmas top here. So I hope that's okay. I was trying to cover it or hide it, but I can't. So I'm trying to pull my laptop up here just to share the scripture that has motivated me since I was in my early 20s. And and I it sticks with me. Colossians chapter 3 and verse number 23. And it reads, "Whatever you do, work it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters." Beloved, we have got to use that. I use it as a point of reference for my own life. I haven't always heeded it, if that be a word, but since this class and being motivated, it has truly been ringing in my ear. And it lets us know that when we are working, we must work for the Lord. And as if we're working for the Lord, if it means that you're wiping off the counter before you go to bed at night, wipe that counter as unto the Lord. If it means that you are tired, bone tired from working all day or school all day, and your family member, they ask you, "Hey, can you go and make me some tuna?" And they've been home all day. Do it as unto the Lord. And so when we consider motivation, when we consider being in the flow, let us consider that flow. Let us consider that motivation. I am not doing this for selfish gain. I am not doing this to be seen of others. I am not doing this to earn brownie points, but I am doing this as unto the Lord. So again, I don't know if these 6 minutes qualify, but I sure hope it does. It has helped me, you, and your motivation. I've read all of your posts throughout the week. Professor, thank you. And so this is my project, sharing with you what I love to do. And I love public speaking. I'm more nervous one-on-one. But as we go about our lives, let us do it as unto the Lord. Excuse me. And I'm not going to, delete and start over. So it just is what it is. And it's not that I'm not motivated to put my best foot forward. It's just sometimes life happens. And so that Colossians 3 and 23, and I did read it from the New International Version. Yeah, I do a little something that I post on social media in the mornings, and I always close by saying, "This is your girl Sharon, and I'm out, y'all. Deuces."